Good day, mates. Zdravo and Savubona. Hey, it's Tom from Green Shorts. And today I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I'm gonna peel back the onion a little bit. And if you've watched this channel long enough, you'll recognize what I'm talking about. Although I think it's better that I show you versus tell you. And then you'll understand why it's been part of the roadblock that's been keeping me from working on the camper build. It's over here. Yeah, I'm a bit of a pack rat. Not very organized. When stuff sits over time in my workshop, flat surfaces get covered like this. The workbench and the camper. So I'm a little bit embarrassed to show you this, but my channel is based on honesty. What you see is what you get. So I thought I'd do a quick little cleanup time lapse here. Put stuff back where it belongs, tidy up, and uncover this camper so I can get on to the next step. Alright, so I still have a lot of organizing to do, and a lot of the stuff I just put to the side, but I've got the camper cleared out, and now I can actually work on it. The goal for today's video is actually to get the roof on the camper. I need to start skinning this thing. It needs to look like more than a skeleton. And if I'm ambitious, I also want to get the solar panel roof rack installed as well. Stay tuned. If you've watched any of the camper build videos, you'll know that TinkTube is the sponsor of this series. TinkTube is a system of pipes and fittings and accessories that will allow you to be super creative and make all kinds of projects. I also wanted to let you know that TinkTube has just launched an affiliate program that will allow creators who make videos using their product to get a commission on the sales associated with that video. And I'm happy to say that I'm the first affiliate. So seeing what I'm making out of TinkTube gives you ideas of stuff you can make. You can check out my affiliate link in the description below. Alright, so since the last video you saw on the camper build, I was getting these tabs finished up. My corner tabs here, as well as some flat tabs here. In fact, I got one more rivet to put in. I'm going to take the roof panel, put a route and fold right here, and then bring it down to this tab. Alright, so I'm gonna go grab a sheet, throw it up on the roof, and then mark it in place. This is probably not 100% square, so I'm afraid if I measure it and cut it, it's not gonna fit right. So I'm gonna make markings and then cut to those. I'm taller than him when I'm close to the camera. Here's the reality though. This kid's probably grown since you've seen him last.
Probably.
So actually, you're gonna have to live with a Trevor cameo in this video because he's got finals to study for.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff I need to get done.
Alright, so we got the roof marked up. I'm gonna do the cuts, and that was a big help because it was heavier before I cut pieces off. So
True.
If I need help getting it back on when it's cut down to size, I'll come get you.
Alright, sounds good.
For now, go do your homework.
Alright, I will.
Nice clean lines on the nose here, but I'm actually going to move those in by an inch so my overlap is the same. It's also going to let me avoid this hole. This ACM cuts beautifully with a circular saw because that aluminum is so thin. And so I'm actually going to cut off the nose here. I'm going to do that in two pieces. It'll be a lot easier to manage. But I'm not going to do any cutting before I say eyes and ears, JW. I'm going to do a pre-cut on this and then come back and hit the line with a 45. But I have to do that from this direction based on how this saw will angle. Of course, I'm making the cuts over my patio so I can easily sweep up the debris. So I averted a disaster with the route and fold because I realized that it needs to be on the other side. But because this is potentially a little bit asymmetrical, I'm gonna go mark these lines again. So everything was backwards. My 45s should have been on the other side or the other direction. You can see how much the asymmetry made my lines off. The route and fold only works in one direction. It's been so long since I did one, I forgot which direction that was. So I started on the wrong end and the router chattered around a little bit. Then I moved down to the other end and started on the right side. The goal is to go through the aluminum on one side and then all the way through the ABS, and ideally avoiding the second piece of aluminum completely. I grazed it in a couple of spots, but I think it'll be okay. I'll see when I fold it. Looks like a nice fold. I think I'm good to go. The fold turned out really nicely. I left one more cut here until the other two were fit out, and that's the cut that's gonna cut it to length here to match up with this tab, or halfway through that tab. I'm gonna clamp a board to this to give the saw something to write on. Pop it out here a little bit and then cut it in place. I got my depth set nice and shallow here on the saw, and some blocking here to keep it from cutting into what's behind. Of course, my clamp back here was to catch this when it fell. And my makeshift track saw made this a really clean cut. I'm happy with that. Alright, now it's time to attach the roof, which I'm going to do with some Fixo from Total Boat, a flexible epoxy adhesive. And then put that underneath there, and then use rivets. Hey, the train's here. It's been a while since I've said that. Two feet's right there. Not bad for a guess. So I'm going to do these at probably 6-inch intervals. Here's a quick look at the rivets on the inside. Now I'm going to tilt up the flat part of the roof, put down some beads of Fixo, and rivet it in. I thought I'd fixed all the rivet heads that weren't flush, but I missed one. In a few spots where I didn't get squeeze out, I went back and pumped a bead into the seam. Whew. So remember how I said if I was ambitious, I'd add the solar panel roof rack? I'm not that ambitious today. And actually, I really want to sand this down, get a good couple coats of paint on it before the roof rack goes on. I got a couple holes to seal here as well. I will save that into the next video. I'm excited to get this roof on. Beginning to see this thing take shape is exciting. Thank you for sticking around for this series, and there's more to come. Thanks also to TinkTube for sponsoring this series and for making me their first affiliate. Excited to partner with TinkTube. It's been an amazing system to help build this camper. If you want to make a video making something out of TinkTube and put that on YouTube, you can be an affiliate too. Check out the link in the description below to sign up. As always, my mission here at Green Shorts is to help you see green so you can be green. And save a little green by doing it yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday.